Hey guys, Greg here on the Vinyl Rundown. New feature I just invented called the 5-disc spin. This is volume 1, the introductory segment. What is a 5-disc spin? Well, it turns out the bad news is it's about CDs, not vinyl, but I hope you can hang with it. I have a lot of CDs, a lot of vinyl. In the last couple of years, I've bought a lot of CDs because CDs prices have continued to go down, and Goodwill especially and thrift stores have been just full of inexpensive CDs and also CD players. So I've picked up about 3 of these 5-disc CD carousels. Cheap, 15, 18 bucks. So my thing is I load it up with 5 CDs and put it on repeat and just let it play. So CDs, they don't necessarily sound as good as vinyl. My vinyl setup is pretty nice. I've got a couple of nice turntables, Regas, whatever you call them. But the CD players, it's just a Sony from the, mid-80s, early 90s. Nothing special, but when I'm working, and I am home a lot working during the COVID pandemic, and I'll just stick 5 CDs in the player, let it run, and 2 or 3 days later, I get sick of those 5 CDs and I put more in. So as long as I'm living with 5 CDs for a couple days, why not share them with you? Why not make you live with them also? Okay. What is he doing on the screen? Okay. You caught me watching a video of what's his name. Okay, let's get rid of him. Love him, but he doesn't need any more free advertising, does he? You know who that is. And a lot of this tends to be instrumental music, and a lot of instrumental music tends to be jazz and classical. So the 5 CDs that are in my player now, 3 of them I just ordered online, and they came from a eBay seller, $3 or $4 each. And that whole operation started with this disc. This is a Blue Note from 1997. Maybe you could see it better if I took it out of the package. Blue Note live. Ooh, I bent it. Lee Konitz, the great sax player who just passed away, and Charlie Haden, the great bass player who passed away a couple years ago, and Brad Mehldau, kind of an up-and-coming piano player. And this is all live at the Jazz Bakery in Los Angeles. It was actually a 2-disc set. I was looking for the 2-disc set on vinyl when I went to eBay to check the prices, and I see a guy selling it for $2.99. So I bought a couple discs from that guy, and that's kind of the start of this whole thing. So the disc is called Alone Together. It's all standards, and the Jazz Bakery, I love live jazz in person and on record, and especially club gigs where you can hear the ambience of the clubs. This, you hear the applause between songs, but you don't really hear the ambience of the glasses clinking. Now, the Jazz Bakery ceased to be a club and is now sort of a nonprofit organization that sponsors concerts at different venues. And of course, I don't know if they're doing anything now lately with the COVID, maybe not, but this has a lot of old standards on it. Cherokee, The Song Is You, Round Midnight. In the liner notes, it's mentioned that this was completely without rehearsal. Lee Konitz and Charlie Haden were doing some duet recordings, and they invited Brad Mehldau to join them. But he said, Lee got up to the bandstand and called out the song, and we played it. No rehearsal, just, okay, guys, we're doing The Song Is You, 1, 2, 3, boom. So it's very spontaneous. It's kind of a mellow session. There's a lot of space, a lot of air. Does that make sense? Kind of a late night sound to it. Okay, let me just get through these 5 discs, because if this 5-disc spin goes too long, I guess you're gonna get bored, right? From the same seller, I bought Ali Farka Touré from Africa. I've been getting into African music lately, and he died a few years after this came out. This is called, I can't pronounce it, Naya Funke. It's got the word funk in it. Love the sound of his guitar. It's kind of, I don't want to say drony, but it's not like American guitars. I mean, you guys have heard African music, you know what I'm talking about. Can't pronounce most of the songs on here. And I don't know much about the disc other than I put it in the machine. Oh, the black and white grainy film photography. Very nice. Looks like it's on film, not digital. I could be wrong, but I'm a big fan of photography, as you may know. And what year was this? My eyes. What's wrong with your eyes? I can't see. Shouldn't you see a doctor? I did. I still can't see. So the first one was on Blue Note. The second one is on Hannibal. Was it the name of a World Circuit production? And the next one is a Blue Note. Another Blue Note. Jason Moran, piano player. The record is called Modernistic. And it's got this modernistic, are those piano keys or are they like digital blips? They're both. It's a double meaning. Kind of cool. Jason Moran is a fairly young jazz piano player. I did see him play once. He led a tribute to Thelonious Monk concert in downtown LA. And I was sitting right behind Don Was from CEO of Blue Note. And I went up to him and took his picture. I told that story many times, but anyway, this is a nice record of pure solo piano, and some of they're mostly all his tunes. There's one or two standards on here, but it's very improvisational. It's a couple different styles. I was surprised to hear kind of a boogie woogie stride piano song, but then that kind of moved into something more modern. So, not a very well-known record by Jason Moran. How many years ago? I should write that down because I seem to be concerned with it. And then let's go to some classical. Simona Dinnerstein. Is it Dinnerstein or Dinnerstein? Simona Dinnerstein doing the very famous Goldberg Variations by Johann Sebastian Bach. This was kind of her breakout record that put her on the map. And lately she's been doing a lot of stuff with Philip Glass, with him, I think. And I follow her on Instagram, and I think she's kind of accessible. You know, you'll see suburban mom type stuff on her Instagram. Kids, dogs, pianos. Telarc is a record label we do not hear very much on the vinyl community. Telarc was devised as a all-digital label. When digital first came out, everything was, digital is great. And so they're more known for their sonic quality of their records and dynamics, and we're showing off digital. Not so many of the big superstar players, but this is an exceptionally good performance. Simona Dinnerstein. What's for dinner? I don't know. I showed this record the other day in some other context, but it is in the disc player right now. Tetsuo Inoue and Carl Stone, super electronic, ambient, experimental avant-garde. It's called Picked.Soul, and I bought this at the merch table when I saw Carl Stone by himself and only his computer playing at the Angel City Jazz Festival, and a beautiful concert in the backyard of a historical house in West LA called the Schindler House. And the day before or day after, same location, I saw Nels Cline do Interstellar Space, which was John Coltrane, a whole album. Anyway, those are the 5 discs that are spinning on my CD player now. And after a couple days, I'll get sick of them and I'll switch out 5 more discs. And I will victimize you with having to hear what they are. And yeah, 5 discs. CDs are still a thing. They're cheap. Dirt cheap at thrift stores and record stores. And there's a lot of good music on there. And thanks for watching, guys. Let me know if you think that the 5-disc, what do I call this segment? 5-disc spin is a viable segment. You want to do one on your own? You want to join me for a 5-disc spin? Please do. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit notifications. Don't forget to, I forgot already. Bye-bye.